Hi, my name is Abhishek Rai and I work for BMC Cloud Lifecycle Management product. Today I'm going to talk about CLM supportability, retrying provisioning service offering instances. With the release of CLM 4.5, we've got a out-of-the-box feature which will help cloud admins to remediate the root cause and then retry provisioning of the SOI. The plan is to enable cloud admins to configure the properties to support the retry provisioning feature. Once you're done with the configurations, cloud admins will be able to remediate the root cause why the SOI failed, and then they'll be able to retry provisioning. This will help them avoiding the SOI request goes through the approval process again. In today's demo session, we'll talk about how you can configure the properties which will help you to have the retry option enabled. We will also talk about how you can perform this activity from new My Cloud Services console. Let's switch to the Cloud Services console. Okay, so we are on new My Cloud Services console and I've logged in as an end user. Let's switch to the My Request and see the request. Okay, so a few minutes back I submitted one of the requests and it's in a provisioning state. But if you switch to the activity log, you can see that this request has been in a suspended mode, and there is a message that says that administrator intervention is required in order to provision this service, and administrator has been notified about this. You can either wait for an administrator to take an appropriate action and resume this provisioning operation, or you can abort this operation. You can see the status over here. It says that pending administrator. This portion says that 3% of the SOI provisioning went successful and then it got failed. Let's log in on a new My Cloud Services console with admin user. Okay, so I'm on the new My Cloud Services console and I've logged in as an admin user. Let's click on the My Request section. So here's the same SOI request. Let's switch to the activity log from here, or you can click on SOI. Okay, so it says that it got failed after completing 3%. Let's click on the troubleshooting information. On this page, it will talk about the root cause and then suggested actions to remediate the problem. And then here is a placement area where it talks about the placement activities which has happened so far. So we can see that at the time of network container selection, something went wrong and looks like more of a tagging configuration problem. So on this section, you can see that there are three actions. One is retry provisioning, mark failed, download logs, and in the middle of the screen, you can see the reprovisioning attempt. So far, we didn't perform retry provisioning, and that's the reason it says that reprovisioning attempt 1. And in my previous video, I also mentioned that as soon as there is a swipe failure, admins gets the notification where they can review the root cause action and the area or at the steps at which the SY fails. And the hyperlink in that notification will point to this page only. So for example, I have taken the remediation action as an admin, and after that I can click on retry provisioning, and you can see a message saying that your request has been submitted again, and you can see that the red circle has been changed to gray button and it says that running at this moment. Let's talk about configurations required to support this feature out of the box. So I've got providers.json file open over here. Let me show you the properties which needs to be enabled to support this feature. So the first property is enable SOI provisioning retry, and by default this property is set to false. You can change it to true just in case you would like to have this feature enabled. After that, there is another property called SOI pending admin timeout, and here is the values in seconds, and if you change it to hours it is 72, and the description of this property is time to wait in seconds until SOIs in pending administrator state are automatically marked failed. Just in case you would like to change the attribute value, you can change it based on the business requirements. Then the last property is SOI pending admin check interval, and the default value is 1 hour. So let's take a look at the description. So it says that time interval in seconds to periodically check for SOIs in pending administrator state to be marked failed. Let's switch to the new cloud services console again and switch to the troubleshooting information. Just in case the remediation is not available, cloud admin still have an opportunity to mark this SY failed, and here's an option called mark failed. So as soon as you clicked, you'll have a message saying that your request has been submitted. Go to my request section, and then you can see that the status has been changed from provisioning to provisioning failed. I hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for watching this.